Thank you for joining me today on my live. On my live today, I am going to be speaking about how to eliminate excess body fat, how to reverse type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, and I'm going to show you some of the signs of insulin resistance because, tell you the truth, I had no idea what insulin resistance was till a very good friend of mine shared it with me. I was struggling with belly fat. I'm a runner, and no matter how much I exercised, no matter how much I was on a restricted diets, and trust me, I've tried probably every single diet that's out there from Jenny Craig to Weight Watchers. I did the meal plans that they deliver to your house. I did all those things. And the cabbage soup diet, you name it. In any case, I'd been going through a very horrible divorce. I guess no divorce is good, but I was emotionally distraught. And my mom had, she was type 2 diabetic. My grandma died of type 2 diabetes, but my mom, with her type 2 diabetes, her metabolic health just fell apart and she ended up getting cancer. And I was going through extreme stress and I ended up just blowing up. I had no control. I was snacking all the time. I keep these in my desk here. It reminds me, I'm a salt snacker, not so much sweet, but Cheetos, potato chips, that was my go-to. And I just lost control. I mean, it was like a yo-yo. I was constantly yo-yo dieting, really struggling and very frustrated. And you know what it's like when you have anxiety about something? It's just kind of vicious circle. So, I'd go out, like it's spring right now, I'd go out and go to the store and look for some cute clothes to buy. And, then I wouldn't fit in them when I tried them on. I looked horrible. So what did I do? I'd run home and eat, start eating, grab a bottle of wine and sit on the couch and just, vicious circle. And then because I did that, it just made it even worse. So today I'm going to share with you, if you have any of these struggles, I will share with you how you can reverse them, how to get rid of them, and get control back of your metabolic health. So let me show you kind of here. I'm going to share my screen. And this is a new app for me, so I hope you can be patient with me as I navigate through here. But this was me after I'd lost control. And my mom, by the way, passed away. Today is actually her birthday. I'll show you my mom. She was an absolute amazing woman, as all our moms are. This is my mom right there. Today she would have been 88 years old. Anyways, she ended up passing away from all her metabolic sicknesses. Very devastating. It made me into a bigger vicious circle, and I put on weight. Here's my picture. Blew up. And no matter what I did, I couldn't lose weight. And I'm a runner. I'm going to show you this because this is kind of interesting here. This is me running a marathon. I was in Niagara Falls, and you can see, I mean, take a look. You can see all the fat hanging over me everywhere. My legs, my face. Look at all this, inflammation, not inflammation in my face. And 90 days, the protocol I'm going to share with you today, in 90 days, I reversed everything. I went looking like this. I'm still a runner, so you can see I'm still running, but it changed everything for me. Here you go, from this to this. And I lost 25 pounds in 90 days, over 4 dress sizes and inches. But more exciting for me, I also got off my thyroid medication, and I was on hormone replacement that cost me $350 every 90 days out of pocket because insurance didn't cover it, right? So I got off that in 90 days. And it looks like I shrunk down more than just 25 pounds. But when you get on this protocol I'm going to share with you today, it attacks your belly fat, it helps you burn actual fat. And I'm going to teach you a little bit about today about what you do. I'm going to share some incredible other testimonials with you. Hold on a second. Let me go over here. I'm going to talk about our metabolic health. It's becoming a huge, huge problem worldwide, not just in the United States. If you look at diabetes, 30.3 million people. This is from the CDC. 1 out of 3, every 10 people is diabetic, And 1 out of 4 of us don't even know it till we end up going to the doctor. And prediabetes is just as bad. 84.1 million people are pre-diabetic. 9 out of 10 of us don't even know we are. I was one of those 9 out of 10. So today I'm going to show you what the symptoms are. By the way, also heart disease is the biggest killer in the world. And that is all gelled in together with insulin resistance. We have a global health crisis right now. So let me share with you some of let me see if I can make this bigger screen for you. There we go. Let me show you what insulin resistance symptoms are. And, I had at least 5 of these. And like I said, I didn't even know what insulin resistance was till I saw this. Let me see if I can still come on here in the corner. There we go. Okay. So, craving for salty and sweet things. I mentioned my weakness is Lay's potato chips. Brain fog. Our gut health is directly related to our mental health. If our gut health is bad, we also have issues with our mental health, can cause anxiety. That was a big one for me. That upper abdominal obesity, high blood pressure, the visceral fat, I'll talk more about that. A lot of times, when you have insulin resistance, it shows up on your skin first in the form of skin tags. Think about it for a minute. Do you have skin tags? Look around all the people in your life, maybe. When next time you go to a social gathering, you'll see skin tags. And what happens? You go to a dermatologist. What do? They get rid of them. They cut them off. They burn them off. It's not getting to the root cause. They're just going to come back. With the protocol I'm going to teach you today, you'll be able to get rid of them. They'll just dry up and fall off. Mine did. I had a couple right here in my neck. We also have things like for men, it's called andropause. They get a fat accumulation around the waist, the man boobs, loss of strength and stamina, just to name a few, and erectile dysfunction, ED. We have a lot of 30-year-olds nowadays running around with erectile dysfunction already. For women, PCOS, low thyroid, acne, like I said, it shows up on your skin, adult acne, infertility. So many women are having trouble getting pregnant nowadays. It's all related to this here, insulin resistance, facial hair loss, all those things. And here we go, that visceral fat. I have some pictures to show you that are quite remarkable on visceral fat. It's crazy. It's horrible. Oh, here's a couple more symptoms on insulin resistance I didn't even know. And we're talking today, if you're just joining us, we're talking about how to reverse it. Gout is a big one. I never knew that. Coronary heart disease, cataracts are insulin resistant, and that non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. We have right now so many young kids. I'm going to show you a picture. Hang tight. I'm going to show you a picture of someone that is just 9 years old already with fatty liver disease. He's reversing it. Inflammation in your body is huge. Remember, I told you it shows up on your skin first. Psoriasis is a big sign of it. The facial hair, adult acne, the skin tags, high blood pressure. Teeth problems, bleeding gums. This is a really gross picture, but I wanted to emphasize any dental issues. Bleeding gums is a big one. Emotional issues. And then we get to dementia and Alzheimer's. I just posted something earlier this week on all my platforms about Alzheimer's and dementia. They are now recognized as type 3 diabetes related to insulin resistance. High cholesterol levels. Here's the fatty liver. This is a healthy liver. This is a fatty liver. And of course, we've talked about this visceral fat. This is dangerous. I'm telling you right now, if you can stand up, look at your gut, do this, exercise with me, stand up, touch your gut. If it's sticking out really, and it's really hard, it's not flabby, you have this here. It's called visceral fat. Causes of visceral fat can be alcohol, excessive fructose, chronic stress, high cortisol, insulin problems, insulin resistance, poor sleep habits, refined carbohydrates. It's lifestyle related. Type 2 diabetes is 100% reversible. Same with pre-diabetes. These are all lifestyle diseases. They're not inherited, okay? Look at what your body, the stress it goes through when you're overweight like this. Look at this. The structure of your body, and here what it looks like. This is a body without visceral fat, and this is a body with visceral fat. All these organs in here are being choked, choked, choked. And it sits right behind your abdominal muscle. Here's what a heart looks like. This is a healthy heart, and this is an unhealthy heart with all that visceral fat. Can you imagine your entire, all your organs looking like that? It's very dangerous. Okay. What's causing this? It's our food environment. Okay. You need to avoid, it's not your fault. Let me just get to that point. It's not your fault. People, all our foods are processed. They're modified. It's not the same food my parents ate or my grandparents ate, depending on how old you are. I'm 65. Just turned 65. So, but this is what's causing it. You want to avoid that white stuff, the brown stuff, the processed stuff. These are all pro-inflammatory foods, highly processed. Okay, very dangerous. These are simple carbohydrates like sugar, fructose, white flour, pasta, rice. They're all really good things. The fiber's been removed from everything. These drinks are inflammatory. And then the worst thing is, and by the way, every time you go out for dinner, you're going to a place that has fried your foods in seed oils. Seed oils are highly toxic. They're not from real sources. They're not plant-based, like olive oil, coconut oil, ghee, lard, none of these things. This is horrible. So, and they fry it, they're very highly heated. They fry the foods all day long, sometimes more than just a day long. That's corn oil, soybean oil, canola, cottonseed oil, grapeseed oil, omega-6 fatty acids, sunflower and safflower oil. Get away from them. They're horrible. So bread is sugar, rice is sugar, pasta, fruit, cereal, all these things are sugar. And what we're doing is we're constantly eating and snacking. Let me give you an idea of what's all in sugar. You go to the store and you buy this healthy yogurt you think you're eating because it has fruit in the bottom. It has 24 grams of sugar in it. Our body only has 1 teaspoon of sugar in it. Once you go over that, you are now pre-diabetic or diabetic. Look at this here. Who goes to Starbucks? This delicious Frappuccino, and I go there too, but there's 64 grams of sugar in it. How horrible is that? So here's the problem. What's happened is there's a couple problems. First of all the fiber has been removed from the foods that we eat. You look at the rice here. We remove the bran and we eat this delicious white rice. This is happening around the world. Our breads, we have our grains, the wheat, we remove all the fiber, the bran out of it, and we eat all these highly processed white foods. And then we get to this here. And I was guilty of this. When my kids were going to school, I remember in the mornings they get apple juice or orange juice. At school, they'd get more apple juice or orange juice. Let me tell you something. Think about this for a minute. How many apples can you eat before you're satiated, before you're full? 3 apples, maybe, if you're lucky. An apple, whoever you believe is the creator of this world or nature, everything in nature is proper balanced. It has fiber and sugars and everything. It's proper balanced. So this apple here that you're looking at has, and my screen just froze. No, there it goes. Is fiber wrapped around glucose, sugar. But we remove that and we make apple juice. It probably takes 10 apples to make this apple juice. Guess what? You are just bathing yourself in glucose and you have a huge insulin spike. I used to do that to my kids. No wonder our kids are all hyperactive these days. And even in nature, guess what? Sugar is wrapped in fiber. So everything in nature is in proper balance. We have modified it and changed it. How important is fiber? Fiber is crucial for gut health. So if you're diabetic or insulin resistance or pre-diabetic, fiber is your friend. It helps with cancer, with heart disease, and weight management. So if you're diabetic, it controls your blood sugar because your body is unable to absorb or break down sugar or fiber, I should say. So it makes it so that you don't have a blood sugar spike. Heart disease is the number one killer, like I showed you previously. This protects your heart, lowers cholesterol, and helps, reduce heart disease by doing that. Remember, I talked about gut health, IBS, leaky gut syndrome, directly related to your brain. So because fiber can't be digested, it acts like a scrub brush going through your digestive tract. So it helps clean out that bacteria to help reduce colon cancer. And of course, obesity. We have an obesity epidemic around the world. um, if you eat high fiber foods, it satiates you. It makes it so you can't eat as much. And because it can't be digested, it moves slowly through your digestive system and it's low in calories. So it helps with that problem. So by adding fiber, you can eliminate all these problems. And I'm going to talk to you about this special fiber here. This is a tool. We've all been on all these diets and all these crazy exercise things and spent thousands of dollars on different programs that will help us get our metabolic health back. Well, I'm going to share with you two tools here to put this fiber back because for me, with my busy schedule, maybe at dinner time I can make myself steamed vegetables or make a great big salad, which I always try to do. I eat healthy 80% of the time, 20% of the time I don't. So I use two tools. One of these is this fiber here I'm going to talk about today. It's about $1.60 a packet. The University of Sydney, which is the glycemic index research largest in the world, they actually invented it. They did research on this particular fiber I'm going to talk about today, and they did a study that if you took this before a meal, you could reduce your glucose spike by over 28%. Okay. This fiber has also been studied by the Cleveland Clinic. The Cleveland Clinic is the number one heart health hospital in the world. They did a study on this too to see if they could get people off statin drugs, okay, which we can do with this. It's been around for 30 years. Also, it's in the physician's desk reference. The physician's desk reference is what doctors use before they prescribe you any kind of medication. It shows them what's in it, the side effects. This is a natural food product, but it's in the physician's desk reference. Why? Because it's had all the clinical studies done. So that's really phenomenal. And actually, the Cleveland Clinic posted this here. Let me get over here, change this here. They said that if such a product taken on a regular basis could reduce cardiovascular risk on a population basis and potentially decrease the need for dosage for lipid lowering prescription drugs. This is huge. So let me show you what the fiber is, and then I'll show you the history of it in just a moment. This is remarkable. I love this. I've been using it now for over 3 years. Okay. So this is not just, it's more than just a fiber. There's actually 9 fibers in it. 4 of them are patented. It's a pre-meal drink formulated to produce crucial fiber support. So if you're out and about and you go for lunch, you get out of work and you go to McDonald's or whatever, all you do is mix this with about 4 to 8 ounces of water, shake it up and chug it like a beer. It gets really thick just before you eat. You don't want to let it sit there because it gets like a gel. So what it makes you satiated. It slows digestion of carbs, gives you healthy blood glucose and insulin levels, and helps with cholesterol and triglyceride levels. It's amazing. And it's plant-based, okay? So here's what it looks like when you eat something. Immediately when you eat something, you have a blood sugar spike, and it impacts your insulin. When you have high insulin levels, you can't burn body fat. So with the balance, when you don't take anything like a fiber or a balance, you have this huge spike up here. Your insulin is elevated, and we've all experienced it, that huge crash, right? Right after you eat something, you feel like you want to lay down. It triggers hunger, and we have to rely on willpower. Well, when you take this just before you eat, remarkable. It satiates you, so you're not going to have this spike. It coats the food you're eating, your stomach, your intestines. It keeps your insulin levels so you can actually burn fat. And wait till I show you. I have someone to show you from Ohio. He's lost 118 pounds in 8 months. I'm going to show that to you in just a moment. But what this does, it makes it so you can burn fat easier, controls hunger, cravings, gives you steady energy. It has over 30 clinical studies, and it's been scientifically validated. It's also patented. No one else has it. It's plant-based, it's halal, kosher, and gluten-free. Phenomenal. So it's $1.60 a packet. I'm tired of the guesswork. I just take this before my biggest meal, which is dinner time. I mix it with water, shake it up, and chug it like a beer. Voila, that part's done. Now, let's talk about something else. Then I'll get to the history. The biggest problem we do, why we have insulin resistant and all these blood sugar spikes and everything else. Hold on, I got to find my graphics. Thanks for your patience with me. Hold on a minute here. Is we eat all the time. We're constantly snacking, we're constantly eating. We're eating 3 meals a day and we're snacking in between. Let me show you about this. So, when the cereals came out in the 40s and 50s, they wanted to sell their products. So Kellogg's, Post Cereal, they all come out with their cereals, and they started telling us that we should eat as soon as we wake up and have this bowl of cereal. Let me just tell you, there's not one single cereal out there on the market that's healthy, no matter what you think. It all gonna jack up your blood sugar. It could be cereal, it could be a toast with jelly. All these things will jack up your blood sugar. So your insulin is high and your glucose is high. And then what do we do in the morning? We eat cereal, um, toast with jam on it, and then we have a coffee with creamer. And don't fake me out here. When we put creamer in our coffee, do we measure it or do we pour? We pour, right? I love creamer. But when you do that, it immediately will spike your blood sugar. If you want to have your coffee in the morning, you can put stevia in it or you can put heavy whipped cream in it, but a teaspoon. Fat will not spike your blood sugar. Anyways, so we have cereal, toast and jelly, a coffee, our insulin is high, our glucose is high, and then we crash. Remember, we have a snack because we're hungry. So we have a snack, so our glucose is high again. Then soon enough, lunch comes around. We have, famous American diet. We drink soda. We have, hamburger, fries, whatever we eat. Our blood sugar is again high. Then we have another snack, and then it's dinner time. When we are constantly elevating our insulin because we're eating a lot of carbohydrates and feasting too frequently, we become what's called insulin resistant. And that doesn't happen overnight. That happens after could be 5, 10, 15 years. And all of a sudden you go to the doctor and they tell you that you're type 2 diabetic and you wonder, how did this happen? It happened the way I just showed you. And our food pyramid is totally backwards. The government doesn't help us. They tell us we should eat bread, cereal, and rice, pasta, 8 to 11 servings a day. This is all pure sugar. Think about that for a minute. Horrible. So then, hold on a minute here. So what is insulin? We're going to talk about two things today, insulin and GLP-1. Insulin is a hormone that your body produces naturally. It delivers energy to our cells. It stores extra glucose as fat, and it regulates your blood sugar. But when we overload our cells with insulin because of the glucose, it just gets overloaded. It's a vicious circle. So what causes insulin resistance? Too much insulin in the blood sugar, in your bloodstream. And what causes too much insulin? The things we eat and drink all day. And when you become insulin resistant or type 2 diabetic, what do? They give you insulin. We're already insulin resistant. We don't need more insulin. We need to make some dietary changes. One of the biggest things we can do is not eat all the time. Incorporate intermittent fasting, reduced meal frequency. And I know we've all tried intermittent fasting, probably had difficulties. We were hungry, we got lightheaded. Let me show you a tool that you can use that will help you with this. Okay, I'm sipping on it right now. You can drink it hot or cold. It comes from the herbamate plant out of South America. So let me show you how that works because it's quite remarkable. And this company has a patented version of it. This is patented as well. Well, you've seen herbamate in the store. They're in cans. Oh, that one has sugar in it. It's not this version. So let me show you what Unamate is. Unamate or herbamate is a powerful a purified herbamate extract that helps maximize your fast. It comes from Argentina. It's Argentina's national drink. Okay. It contains basically every nutrient that your body needs for survival. And they call it the drink of the gods. It's native to Argentina, Paraguay, Uruguay, Brazil. And this company actually grows their own. They do the purification, everything. Okay. So let's talk about GLP-1. GLP-1 is a hormone that your body naturally releases in your gut. You've heard of GLP-1. That's what's in Ozempic, Manjaro, Wegovy. These are synthetic GLP-1s. You've heard the side effects. It's horrible side effects. You'll have your gut's going to get messed up. You're going to get resistant to it. If you get off it, you're going to put all your weight back. Plus, one of the worst things those synthetic GLP-1s do, not only do you lose weight, you lose bone mass, and you you lose fat, bone mass, and also lean muscle. The bone mass you can never get back. The muscle goes away too. So GLP-1 is already naturally produced in your stomach, and it plays a major role in our overall metabolism and appetite. It's the master switch to overall metabolism. Unfortunately, with all the modification of our foods and everything and how we eat, that is not being produced anymore. Helps regulate appetite, controls cravings, and enhances metabolism. Just a second here, I got to turn that off. Someone's trying to call me. So this natural, it comes in a packet as well, $1.60 a packet. When you drink this, as you can see here in the study, it increases your GLP naturally by 60%. So you can burn more body fat. Actually, I'll show you that in a minute too. But Unicity has perfected this process by extracting and concentrating and purifying key compounds from the herbamate plant to create a most potent and effective herbamate on the supplement market on today. No crash, it's not addictive, it suppresses your hunger. So when you're fasting with this here, I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do, I mix this, I have this instead of breakfast, and I just sip on it till I break my fast. It helps me burn my own body fat. It's amazing. Okay. I have things popping up. Just a second. Get rid of that. It boosts your mood, helps with mental alertness. If you're out there exercising, it's going to help improve your endurance for working out. It's purified, free of contaminants. And look at this here. By drinking this, clinical studies show by drinking this yerba mate here, it increases your own production of ketones. Ketones are like fertilizer for the brain. So it increases your fat burning by 80%, or your ketones by 80%. So you can burn 24% more body fat in a fasted state. So how do we use this? Let me show you. And hang tight, I'm going to show you some incredible testimonials for people reducing their blood work, everything. And a book you should get is, do I have it handy here? Here it is. I have a couple of books that will talk about. Dr. Dr. Jason Fung did a survey at the University of Sydney where he took people that were diabetic, type 2 diabetic. Let me show you that. I'll go here right there. Hold on a second. This is an incredible study. He did this at the University of Toronto where he took type 2 diabetics and completely, I don't have the study here. Anyways, you can look it up. He did this study, and he took type 2 diabetics. Within 3 to 6 months, he had them off all their medications by reducing meal frequency. Stop eating all the time and snacking all the time. Okay? So to do this, to help you with intermittent fasting and reducing meal frequency, we sip on this all day. Let me show you how to use it. It's remarkable. By the way, thank you for being here with me today. And as I'm looking for my right slides here, thanks for your patience with me. I appreciate you very much. Okay, so let me go here. Okay, so the Unimate is a natural GLP-1. So what you do is you wake up in the morning, and instead of eating breakfast, you're going to sip on this. Okay, I'll show you a graphic. So you're not going to have breakfast. You're going to skip breakfast. This will be your breakfast. It gets rid of cravings. Remember, we just saw that. So you're not going to be hungry. I don't even want snacks anymore. It got rid of all my snacking for this junk. Okay. So it's also going to increase your fat burn. Remember, it increases your ketones by 80%. So you can burn, 24% more body fat. And it's a natural GLP-1. It increases it by, 70%. So you skip breakfast, you're going to have this at lunchtime, break your fast. The only thing I'm going to say is make sure you increase your eat good protein. After 40, you need protein. So eat good protein, break your fast, have lunch, sit down, have your lunch. After lunch, you're going to mix up another one of these Unamates. You can drink it hot or cold. It's morning here. I'm sipping mine hot. Okay. So you can drink it cold, however you like it. When it's hot, it's even more effective. Then, so you mix another one after this. So after lunch, just sip on this again. Sip on it until dinner time. At dinner time, you're going to take that fiber we talked about and you're going to mix it with water and chug it like a beer and eat normal. Don't diet. Don't count calories. All my results I got and all the people I'm going to show you here got their results without counting calories, without dieting, with just sipping on this twice a day and taking their fiber before their first meal. So that's how you use it. So the fiber is the fasting. I mean, the fiber product, it has 4 patents on it. Take it with your biggest meal. The Unamate is the fasting drink. It has 1 patent. It's the natural GLP-1. This will save you money on your groceries. Let me tell you something. These packets are $1.60 a packet. You can't go to Starbucks and get a coffee for under $5. So for a day, you're going to have 2 Unamates. Oops. You're going to have 2 of these, 1 in the morning, 1 after lunch, and 1 fiber. So you're spending $5 a day. You're skipping breakfast, so you're skipping a meal. Let me tell you something. You tell me where you can go for $5 for a meal. You can't. So you're going to save money, okay? And you're going to eliminate snacks. So it works out to $159 a month. That's $5 a day. Incredibly crazy. So I'm going to show you where to get it. You can, if you have to leave, you can go to my link in my bio here. If you're watching this on TikTok, right by my picture is a link. You can click on it and I'll show this as we go. If you're on Facebook, you just go to my profile. There's a link in there or private message me. Okay. So let's get to some really cool stuff here. Let me show you some testimonials. Remember I talked about me? This was me before I got on the protocol. Just a second. This is me before I got started on this. Look at me, blown up, lots of inflammation. Look at the puffiness in my face. 90 days, I went from looking like this to this. The new me. I'm very proud of myself. And this is a picture of me when I was in Hawaii. But I have more to share with you. And the blood work is important. Everybody I get on this protocol, I tell, please do your blood work because your blood work doesn't lie. And what's nice about this, the company is available. This product protocol is not coming from me. It's coming right from the factory. Is available in over 50 countries around the world. So this is Michael. He's in Ohio. He got started on this protocol. He lost 117 pounds in 8 months. By the way, this is not a weight loss protocol. That's a side effect. This is something to get your metabolic health back in order by getting the proper fiber your body needs and reducing meal frequency. Your body can actually go into autophagy, so you're not eating all the time. It can take a break from food and heal your cells, heal your body. But, he had a lot of anxiety. He was taking over-the-counter drugs for migraines, which is a sign of insulin resistance. He couldn't walk because of his breathing. Look at this, 8 months. He's from Ohio. This is his journey. Remarkable. Here's another Michael. He lost 100 pounds in 9 months. He's off all his medications. And by the way, take a look at this here. He he has problems with mobility. So you don't have to do crazy exercises. You can just use this protocol. Simple, 2 tools. And look at this here. He's lost 100 pounds in 9 months.
His fingers are no longer numb. He got rid of the neuropathy. All the swelling's gone, cholesterol, no more meds, no more pre-diabetic. Amazing, right? Okay, let me go here. This gal's down 65 pounds. Look at this here. This is Jeff. Remember I said do your blood work? He reversed his type 2 diabetes in 4 months. His A1C went from a 9.4 to a 5.7. Side effect, he lost 61 pounds. This gentleman here, Pitmaster, he lives right here in Colorado with me. 3 shirt sizes down, 4 pant sizes, sleep apnea gone, GERD gone. His A1C went from a 12.2, it's now a 5.2. Wow. Remember I was talking about kids with fatty liver? It's not because of alcoholism. That used to be a problem with people in their 30s and 40s. This is a 9-year-old. He already had fatty liver disease. He's on the system. He's been on it for 4 months. He's shrinking. This gal here, Michelle, she reversed her type 2 diabetes. Her A1C went from a 7.1 to a 5.2, down 70 pounds. Look at this, 7 months. 10 pounds a month, that's pretty awesome, right? This is a friend, Amanda, she was on metformin for 11 years, got off it, and she put all her weight back. She's been with me now, she's already lost 32 pounds. This is a doctor. Look at that. This here is pretty amazing. This is Shirtless Eddie. He's from California. He's an actor. He lost 109 pounds. That's in 11 months. Cholesterol meds gone, reverse type 2 diabetes. He's called Shirtless Eddie on TikTok. Why? Because he went on a TV show out there, a talk show, shirtless to show everybody what's happened with him. He's down 117 pounds now, just an update. This is here James. He's from the United Kingdom. 135 pounds. Look at this. He had hypertension, high blood pressure, erectile dysfunction, sleep apnea. He's reversed it. And I want you to notice something. When you incorporate intermittent fasting, you don't have to get this. I mean, he weighed a lot. He didn't have to have any surgery to get his skin to follow up with him. Here's a gal. She's a nurse. She's down 57 pounds, but she ditched 13 medication. Reversed insulin resistance, hypertension, PCOS, leaky gut, just to name a few. So how did we do that? By following this protocol. It's very, very simple. So there we go. So I'm coming back on here. So I want to thank you for coming on today. I'm going to share with you where you can get the system depending on what platform you're on. Let me pull up just a second. Let me pull up my TikTok. And if you're on Facebook, I'll pull up my Facebook so you can see, so I can share my screen again. Hold on a second here. Badoop, badoop. Just a second. Anyways, I forgot to add comments, so I'm sorry I can't answer your questions right here, but write me directly. I can help you with everything. So let me share my screen again. I'm going to show you where you can get this protocol. Entire screen. Here we go. Okay, so let me make this bigger. If you're on TikTok, you can come to my TikTok profile, and I'll show you in a minute where you can go on my Facebook to, let me reload this for a minute here to get it freshened up. Okay, so you can come to my profile here, and right below my profile picture, you can see there is a fiber and fasting playlist. Make sure you go there and watch my fiber and fasting playlist. But there's also a link right here. It says Stand Sore by Mojo Get Fit. When you click on this, it'll take you over here where you can watch a video that explains the protocol, what I just explained to you. You can schedule a call with me. You can also get your free food guide right here. Here you can go right directly to the manufacturer, who manufactures, to the factory, and this will give you a lifetime manufacturer discount. You can see the company name, so you know you're in the right place. My name's right here. Don't go off Amazon or eBay because we don't know who's selling it there. This company is in over 60 countries. They do not sell on Amazon or eBay.
and you're not going to get the money back guarantee or the discount. Don't do that. Come right up here. If you're not in the US, it shows the American flag because I'm in Colorado. This is where I get mine. I pay the same price you do, $5 a day. But when you click on that flag, you can change it to Canada, Dominican Republic, Mexico, Puerto Rico. You can change it to look at all these European countries, Asia Pacific, Middle East, and Africa. There you go. You can learn more about it here. And then when you click on buy it now, I'm going to show you how to save some money. Here's where you customize your package. You can get, you're going to get 2 boxes of Unimate and 1 box of the Fiber the Balance. So it comes in lemon, so you can get 2 boxes of lemon. You can get 2 boxes of lemon ginger, or you can mix and match. That's what I do. I get 1 box of lemon and 1 box of lemon ginger. And then on the fibers, the same thing. You get 1 box. You can get the orange creamsicle, or you can get the mixed berry flavor. So let me show you how to save some money. By the way, this is HSA and FSA eligible. You can use that to pay for it. So you can do a one-time purchase. You're still going to save money, $60. But you have to pay for delivery. So don't do that. It's $10 for delivery. So do the monthly subscription. You can cancel anytime. You're not locked into anything. But you're getting an extra $10 off. Plus you get free delivery. So you're actually saving $20. Plus you get this cute little free hand mixer right here, which is awesome. And everybody gets this 90-day money back guarantee. This is unbelievable. This is unconditional. You don't have to return anything to the company. And let me tell you, the only reason this will not work for you is if you don't use it. You're going to get free coaching along with this. You're going to get, every Tuesday we do a free coaching call with medical professionals on it. You can ask questions, and you'll be able to be added to a support group. We've got 2,000 people on the support group if you're on Facebook, where you can get added to that, so you can hear from all the other people that are using it, ask questions. We've got medical professionals on there as well. So it's really awesome. So again, where do you go to get the protocol? From TikTok, just come to my profile here and click on this link right here. It takes you directly to the factory when you click on that link right there, right here, right to Unicity. Okay. So the other place you can go is to Facebook. This is my profile on Facebook. Go to Monica Newhan, and you can see right here on my profile page. By the way, my mom's birthday today. She passed away. But right here, you can see there's a link right below my profile that'll take you right to this link right here. Same place. Okay. So I want to thank you for coming on today. I try to do these lives every single morning, Mountain Time, 8 a.m. Mountain. And sometimes again in the evening. I try to be on time every day. I'm doing more of these now, and they're being live streamed on TikTok. They're being live streamed on Facebook and on YouTube. And soon I'll also incorporate Instagram just to get the message out and educate. This is phenomenal. So don't struggle anymore. You don't have to diet, count calories. I have used this protocol now for, my goodness, what is it? 3 years, as you can see. No counting, move this out of the way. No counting calories, no dieting, no crazy exercise routines. 25 pounds in 90 days, over 4 dress sizes and inches, and off all my meds. I can help you. So anyways, message me on any of these platforms. I will get you all the information. Go to that link, order. As soon as you order, I'll send you an email with a fasting app. Fasting app with a food guide, and I'll add you to that support group, and we're going to talk to each other. I want to know everything about you and all the struggles you're having, because we can reverse it. We have the clinical studies and the proof. Anyways, thank you for joining me today. I appreciate all of you. I'll be back live, if not later today, but tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Mountain Time. Catch you later. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful